Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. Almost noon, June 3rd, Monday, 74 degrees, humid outside. The sun has been peeking out, so my battery is all charged. Gotta love that old sun porch there. And you can hear her idling in the background. Here's what I did with it. That ground wire that I talked about up in here, what I did was, instead of hooking it up, can I see my fingers here? Instead of hooking it over here where I was, I put it on this side, and what I did is I had the frame, then I put the wire, then I put the coil, right? And then I used the screw. So that wire lug is crushed in between the coil and the frame. I feel as if by doing that, the wire lug has a much better attachment to the coil, which you really want. You're not just depending on going kind of through the screw. And I got a really good attachment to the frame because it's smashed right up against the frame also. Once again, I'm not just counting on going through the screw. It sounds better than it has, especially here at idle. It's got a, much stronger idle. You guys remember I gunned it up and then let it go and it shut down? I have the feeling that's because, once again, without proper ground, what was happening is the capacitive discharge was beginning to float, beginning to charge up, but it wasn't discharging. It wasn't without proper ground. It wasn't putting the full potential across the coil. So what I'm going to do now is I want to try out one of these Chinese guys. Idling down. I have to adjust the idle and so forth. But I do want to try out one of these Chinese guys. And then, to be honest, I got a couple of other CDIs floating around. While this thing is running properly, I want to see what I own that works, what I own that doesn't work. Try it. If it doesn't run, go back to what runs, then go back and forth. Because I want to sort through my parts. I don't want the magical mystery tour every time I got to get one of these things running. And once I do figure out what is good, what's not good, I'm going to throw away. It's going into the garbage can, and the garbage men are coming tomorrow. So the nice thing about idling down this low is very easy to shift. I mean, it barely moves, right? When they're up idling high and you go to shift them, the shifter is hard to move, and she lurches and jumps and so forth. I mean, in this case, she moves a little bit, but she doesn't drag herself along. So anyway, folks, thanks for contending with my 100 videos on this thing. I really think I did manage to fix it. Remember, live, love, and have a great time. And sometimes you just got to stay on these things until you figure them out. I spent a lot of money on junk. Buying, coils and CDIs and so forth. But I've also educated myself on these things now. And I feel as if I can talk intelligently. I can offer some advice. And once again, should I run into a problem, I definitely know the first place I'm going to go. And the first place I recommend you guys going. Always go up to that ground wire and make sure it is nailed rock solid to the ground. And it's not all that hard to check. What you could do is you can unplug the CDI right here. See this ground? The green wire right there? Unplug the CDI. Put one side of your ohm meter into that green. Just plug it right into the connector there. And the other side you plug right into the case. Rub it right up against the case. You should be less than 1 ohm. To be honest with you, you should be at 0. It should be a perfect short. If it's not, then you got to start asking questions. What's going on with my ground? Alright folks, live, love, and have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Till then, remember, tires down, handlebars up. Next time you see this bike, it will not be in a video. What it's going to be is probably I'll go by, you'll see the plastic on it, the tire's up, and whenever it needs to go out now, it's a matter of pulling the string once or twice, and she's running for me. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and thanks for subscribing.